have been trying to make a lot of Christian friends and stuff like that in a Christian girl group chat. It was going good, but then it's just like so much judgmental religious spirits. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's like yes, we are Christians, but it's like, yes, we identify through Christ, but we are also our own personality.
We
like, you know what I'm saying?
How y'all doing? We are united in faith, and we are back with another video.
Yes.
So today we are talking about friends of the world and Christian friends. We're just going to be going down the list of questions.
All right, so the first question is, do you believe birds of a feather flock together? So what do you think about that?
I do in somewhat believe it. It depends on the type of person you are to know how to know the difference between her interest and your interest, but still keep the friendship and not be control.
Yeah.
But I do believe it is real because it depends on the individual. If you yourself is not strong,
Right.
you just gonna be a follower.
Yeah.
So yeah, you just gonna be a follower.
So
But
really.
if you are strong minded and you understand yourself and you know who you are, you'll be able to give and take to what you allow and what you reject. So it's all up to the individual.
Yes.
What do you think?
Well, I think that I would say yes and no, only because, like you were saying, it just depends on the individual. Because, like, I'm not gonna lie, I have like a lot of worldly friends, and I don't do what they do. But since like I became an individual relationship with Jesus, just taking that more serious, like I don't do that. It doesn't even if they do it, it won't lead me to do it just because of how strong I am with God now. It just depends on you individually. Because you don't have to do what other people do. Like you said, don't be a follower, be a leader. Because I believe that eventually friends that see me do what I'm doing, they will eventually follow me.
How do you handle conflict in relationships?
Okay.
In friendships?
Okay, so how do I handle conflict in friendships? So honestly, like, what do I do? I'll talk to the person, right? If I have an issue or something has bothered me, or something don't sit right with me, I will talk to the person. Not really come confrontational, but just be like, hey, something just doesn't sit right with me. I just want to talk about it. That's how I feel like what we should do. Do I do that all the time? No. What I do is I just stop talking. Like, I just go about my life. It's really weird because it's like I'm good with giving advice, but I don't follow it. So honestly,
so you don't take your own advice?
I don't. That's the sad part. I'm gonna be real honest and true. Like, honestly,
yeah.
When I go through things with my friends, I just get quiet and I just leave it at that because I just don't want to argue. I don't feel like arguing. But I feel like the right thing should do just come and talk about it, which I have done as well. But first, I'll ignore it. But I feel like just get it out the way, talk about it, because it may not be that deep of an issue, and you could just get it resolved. So how do you think?
Yeah.
How would you solve a conflict?
I used to do the same thing back in the day. Like, if I had a conflict with somebody, I would just distance myself. I would just go on mute. Like, I would just disappear.
That's what I do.
I would just disappear and just be mute. Mm-hmm. But, like, I understand now that that's not healthy for myself or the friendship. Especially if you value the person.
That's true.
And you value the friendship. Like, it's not healthy. Because you're causing the person to adjust to different, like, environment, different moods.
Yeah.
And then you can expect them to be the same after you just like freeze them for I don't know how many days, and then all of a sudden you come out of nowhere all cheerful and happy like nothing happened.
That's true.
So like now I have learned that talking through it and expressing yourself, because it's not about what you say, it's how you say it.
Yep.
And the way you deliver it can get resolved or it can be escalated. So it all depends on your tone, your choice of words, and just your delivery. But yes, now, that's what I do now. I will talk about, like, I'll call you, I'll text you. I don't really like texting with that stuff.
Me too.
Yeah.
I'll call. Or I'll talk to you in person.
Or I'll talk to you in person. Like, if I have to text, that means, like, you far away. Mm-hmm. Or, like, you can't get to the phone right now. I really got to get off my chest. Like, we got to talk about this some more.
And that's a big thing, what you mentioned, tone and delivery. Because you have to you have to really decipher or really be careful how you deliver a tone, how you deliver a message in the tone, because it can come off the wrong way. Which I have a problem with too, with certain people that they give a certain delivery and then I go off of that delivery and then now we both mad. So
Yeah,
it's like definitely important delivery and tone. I feel like is the most important thing when trying to resolve a conflict.
Yeah,
So the next question is, do you believe in grouping your friends in certain categories? I'm gonna say yes, but I'm gonna let you explain since I asked the question. So you go first. Do you believe in categorizing your friends for certain, things?
Actually, no.
Really?
Or honestly, no, I don't. Because I feel like we are friends for a reason. Like, we're not going to be identical twins out here.
Right.
Like, I understand you have your own interests and I have my own interests. But I kind of feel like that's being a little fake. Because I do that a lot at work. Because I'm like, when you're at work, you got to be professional. But then you come home or your friends or people who like you close to, you more relaxed.
True.
So it's a different thing, but it's not the same. I'm the same person, but I'm just in a different environment. So I have to be able to conduct myself in that profession to be able to be like looked at as like professional.
That's true.
I can't be all goofy like I'm goofy with my friends. I'm like,
That's
you don't know nothing. Like, what you doing here? So like only in that aspect, like you're supposed to have like a different kind of mindset. But like with my friends, I don't think I want to have like a different categories. It's just confusing. Like, I don't have time. I just want you to know my principles, respect my morals and my values, and we'll be friends. And I know yours, and I respect yours, and we just live our life.
Okay. Well, I'm gonna say yes, just because of my own personal experiences. I have tried to group my friends together. Sometimes my friends don't all get along. I'm friends with people that have big personalities, small personalities, or just don't mix with certain things that my other friends do, which is okay. So I don't do it solely just for me, just solely off of, so there won't be any conflict. Like, I have friends, or I used to have friends when I used to go out and turn up in the club and stuff like that. Like, but I would have friends for that. I would have friends for going out to eat, like restaurants, because like I have a friend group that we just like to eat, and that's how we all get along. We like to eat. We like to have a little.
That's cute though. If you really think about it, it's cute.
Yes,
like,
and then I have the friends I go on vacation with. Like, when I go out the city, like, we just have fun. Like, I have a friend for that too. And then like you said at work,
that sounds more fun.
and then like you said at work, I have friends that are like twice my age, but we get along. Like, I have friends that are like 50s, 60s, about to be 60s.
Yeah,
and we really be having a ball.
Really
like, so it's like we have our own group chat. I'm the youngest one. Like, and they're all like twice my age, but we all get along. So I would never have them hang out with my 20-year-old friends. Like, it won't mix. They'll be like, why are you hanging with these old people? But it's like, they're cool. Like, they're not even old, but it's like, they're cool. Like, so I believe, yes, it is. You should have certain categories, because you imagine mixing
thinking
all
about
those
it. That's real cool.
Really?
Yeah.
Imagine mixing like 60-year-olds with my 20-year-old friends and my 30-year-old friends. How are they gonna all get along?
That's true.
So it's just me.
Mindset. That's true. That's true. Yeah.
I just have different groups of friends. So I'm gonna say yes. I do believe in categorizing friends for certain things, group activities.
That's real decent. I listen. Me, I don't do it, but that's real decent. That's something. The next question is: show me your friends, and I'll show you who you are.
I'll hang with them, and they have like a reputation, and they think that I'm going to do the same thing, and they quickly realize that they're not, and then they go about their way. Simple. Because I got to.
Yeah, I don't like to associate myself, because majority of people have a small mind. You can be your own person, you can have values, you can have your own principles, but you are still going to be dragged with that person because you socialize with them. So at the end of the day, I'm not naive to not believe, like, not know that people are going to create a narrative of me when they don't even know me, just by who I'm with. So it's the same, being at the wrong place at the wrong time. It's the same thing too. Like, so no, I'm not going to associate myself with certain kind of behaviors, because it's far away from my values and my morals. But that doesn't mean like I look at you any less of a human being. You are a human being. I respect you as a human being. You have feelings. You have life in you. And at the end of the day, at your own time and on your own free will, you're going to make the change that's necessary for your life. So I can rush you and I can't control you.
Yep.
But at the end of the day, I have to protect me and
That's
protect my character. So yes, I will keep my distance and socialize with you from a distance.
Because I tried to be like everybody's friend, and that doesn't work all the time. And then it's like you get your character diminished and you trying to help somebody, and it's just like, so I definitely agree with what you say. I definitely do that now. Like, I distance myself with certain people. I'm not saying I'm not like it's any issues, but if I have to distance myself from a certain person because of which how you're moving and what you're doing to disgrace yourself, you're not gonna disgrace me as well. So I definitely will be exiting left if needed.
Yeah, but
'Cause I don't
it's
have-
true. We work too hard to build our character each and
Seriously.
every day. Like it takes effort
It does.
to build a character, and for people who don't know you, and you can't blame them.
Seriously.
People who don't know you and they just know who you with,
They're
they
gonna
gonna
think
lay
like,
you all
oh, yeah,
together.
you like that
You
too.
can't really
Yep.
play the victim. Be like, oh, why would you do that? And what do you mean? Why would I do that? Like obviously, like it's obvious. So like, yeah.
All right, the next question is, how do you know if your friend is like envious of you or jealous of you or just hating? Like, so.
And just totally hate you.
Yes.
I have a story to this.
Okay.
Girl.
I can't wait to hear it. Come on.
Girl. When I tell you, like, now I pray to God for the little bit of discernment He blessed
Yeah.
me with, because then I didn't have any. And I was playing like a fool. Because
What
to the
happened?
pure, everything is pure. It's weird because for me, when I call you my friend, I'm not going to be jealous of you.
Exactly.
I'm not going to be envious of you.
Mhm.
I'm going to be a biggest supporter. Like, you can be selling candy.
Yep.
I'm going to go about, this is the best candy you ever had. Just because you're my friend. Like,
Man.
I'm going to tell the whole world, this is the best candy. You eat this candy, you're going to be healthy.
Mhm.
I'm going to support you. I'm going to ride for you. I'm going to root for you. Like, that is not part of me.
Mm.
But, yo, some people,
People's
I was
wicked.
friends with this girl, and the whole time she hated my guts. She hated me. When I say hated me,
Shameful.
like, hated me.
Mm.
And the whole, I didn't have no discernment at that time. I'm just
Yeah,
like,
you don't know because you're not like that, but some people really are like that.
exactly. They
It's
are
weird.
like that. And I bought my experience. So yes, I have few of friends who hated my guts. And I had no idea.
Oh,
I had
Lord.
no idea.
Where do I start?
Yes, I had no idea. And I was shocked. I'm not saying I'm perfect.
Right.
Very opinionated. Like I would say things. I would say what's on my
Say your
mind.
truth.
I would say my truth. Like it's something I don't like. I don't like it. That don't mean I don't like you.
Mhm.
I just don't like it.
Mm.
So I'm not saying I'm perfect, but I don't have no evilness in me
Mhm.
to be plotting against my own friend. Like what kind of nonsense is that?
People do it. It has been done so many times to
Yes.
me. Where do I start? All right, I'm gonna say what the one that I feel like was one of the worst, because I don't want to blatantly expose people too much. But
Me too. That's why I just kept it.
yeah,
like,
but
real.
I'm gonna share this story because I'm not cool with this person anymore, so I don't really care. But But anyways, so this person, I've known her in high school. I met her in high school through my best friend. So, long story short, we were cool. I consider her a friend. Not knowing that she was secretly plotting on like my first love and stuff like that. Like he was like my first everything. I loved that man. Like I was, crazy teenage love. I thought I loved him. So like that was like very like, it was hurtful, the betrayal, because it was like I would see things like they were texting each other, stuff like that, and I would question it like, okay, what are you guys talking about? And when I would try to see it, I would get attacked. The phone would get taken out my hand. I'm like, okay, whatever. All right, whatever. So I'm just like, yeah. Then I would speak to her about it. She'd just be like, oh, I don't want him. He's too short for me. Do you see me? I'm tall. I don't want nothing to do with him. I don't want him. I know he's your, like, stuff like that, right? So I'm like, okay. And so I asked her, I said, look, if you do want him, because at this point, it's years later. We're out of high school. I said, if you do want him, just tell me. And at this point, I was in another relationship. I said, just be real with me as a friend. If you really want him, just tell me so I won't have to hear from anybody else. She's still saying, no, I don't want him. She's like, I'm not going to lie to you. I just wanted him to talk to my friend because he was begging me for whatever to talk to someone because you left him. Stuff like that. I said, okay, all right, I believe you, whatever. I wasn't mad. What made me mad is that my friend came to me and told me, I didn't want to tell you this, but she's sleeping with your ex. And I'm like, I asked ask this woman. And when I confronted her about it, not saying I was the most nicest when I confronted her, she just completely blacked on me. She was like, that's why you get your heart broken. That's why you can't find no love. No man gonna love you. This, that, that. And I'm like, you did me wrong. And I thought you was my friend. And she was like that, yeah, I did sleep with you. I took your man. I slept with your man. I'm like, well, not my man, but I mean, that's my ex, but it did hurt because that was the first guy I did everything with. Like, that was my first love. So it was like, okay, where's this animosity? And she did other stuff that was a little bit snaky before that, but just being naive and young, I'm like, whatever. It is what it is. Because we have had but long story short, like, I cut her, that was it for me. At that time, and I'm not going to lie, I did go to her house, and I did, and she did not, stuff happened. Stuff didn't happen, but I was very angry. And if it was now, I wouldn't do it. Because it's not worth it. You know what I'm saying? Like, to fight over. She went to
like, boom, boom,
I was trying,
at that time, you don't fight over no man. You fight because,
I was so mad.
I was playing my face.
Yes, that's what I wanted to be about. I'm like, it's not about him. It's about us being friends, and you played in my face thinking I wasn't going to do anything to you. But, nothing happened. It just didn't happen, So, I mean, God worked in my favor because things started happening to her. And I was just like, that's God, because I didn't do anything. Not saying I'm happy, but I prayed like, God, this person I considered a friend did this to me. You cannot let this go. The wicked deed go unpunished. And God did it. I heard about it. People told me what's been happening to her. And I actually feel bad. But it's like, you can't do wickedness and expect good things to come to you. I didn't do anything to her. But, I mean, I wish her the best. I don't have no hatred for her. That was a few years ago. And I hope she is doing better than what I've been hearing that she's been doing. So definitely, like, it's very sad when you have a good heart and people just take that for weakness.
Do you believe in befriending mutual friends?
I do. The only thing is, some people really feel like that's weird. I don't mind doing that. Like, I've had friends that I brought, new friends I made, I bring them to my old friends, but then they try to do like sneaky stuff and like try to take me. It's weird for me. I don't get jealous. I don't get jealous easily with friends. I don't. Because, but some people do. Like, I know some women that don't want.
I know a few friends that don't like it at all.
Yeah, but I feel like that's weird because why can't we just all get along? It doesn't have to be like, oh, I introduced you to her, so why are you talking to her without me being there? Like, that's weird for me. Like,
I had a friend to cut me off because of that.
That's weird. Like, am I your friend or am I your wife? Like, you're weird. I'm not with you. Yeah. I'm not with you in that way. So why are you treating me as like I'm your wife and I can't speak to people? Like, it's weird. For me, it just feels like you have this strange attraction. Like, I don't know how to say.
Soul tie.
Yes, like ungodly soul tie for your friend, and we're not like that. I'm not your husband. I'm not nothing. I'm your friend, so you shouldn't treat me as though I'm backstabbing you because I'm talking to someone that you brought to the group.
Yes, for me personally, I don't mind. Like, I don't mind if I introduce you to somebody and y'all become friends outside from me. Y'all don't have to include me. And if y'all want to hang out solo, just y'all two, you're more than welcome.
They just don't talk about me. That's all.
That's yeah. I just shouldn't be the topic of discussion.
Thank you.
That's all I ask. Like, y'all are too grown. Y'all can find something to talk about from A to Z. Anything in the alphabet. Don't mention me. Don't talk about anything I have told you in private.
Yes, please. That's a big thing.
Yeah, that's all I ask. But y'all can be friends. Y'all can even become best friends. Yes, y'all can even become best friends aside from me. Yep.